it's Megan for Grub for the Hub. Today is our 3rd episode. Woohoo! Hopefully you've checked out my other episodes, which would be amazing. Today we're going to feature some chicken and dumplings. This is the first time that I've ever made it, but it is one of my husband's favorite meals from his childhood that his mom makes. But today I am going to make the best one ever, so he'll love it, and then we'll switch him over into some more of my cooking that I like to do, and hopefully he likes it as well. But what I started out with was 36 ounces of chicken broth. To that, I've added 1 can of cream of chicken soup and 6 cups of water. Now I let that boil, and then I added my frozen chicken breasts into it, which were 3. That's all we had in our freezer. It's time to go to the store, we haven't got paid, blah blah blah, whatever. The stove for 6 to 7 hours. Now I'm just doing this because my husband's at work and I had the day off. So it gives me some time to kind of let it actually cook through, which I could have done the same thing in the crock pot, but I just kind of wanted to forget about our crock pot because it's small, and I kind of wanted to bring some over to my mother-in-law and kind of make her eat some goodness. I don't know what I was trying to say, but anyway, you could do the same thing in your crock pot. Just depending on the size of your crock pot, you'll have to actually scale down the liquid that you're using. And you'll do the same exact thing with it. You'll leave it on high when you're at work, and then when you come home, you can proceed to do the rest of it, which is super easy, fast, and you have a homemade meal that's not expensive, because everything that you make with this, I guarantee you already have it in your refrigerator. I say that word really weird, refrigerator. Okay, anyway, my dog is running around me behind me like I'm a crazy freak for talking to no one that's here. So right now I'm gonna let this boil down. Sorry if there's steam coming out, and up to you. I have you sitting up high because I don't have a tripod, or at least I can't find my tripod right now. Yeah. So I will see you back here in just a few minutes, and we will actually get started on making our dumplings themselves, and they will be very, very good, guys. Okay? Well, at least I hope so, because I've never made this before. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to mix our dough together for our dumplings. This is a recipe, which it's 2½ cups of flour and ½ teaspoon of salt into here, which you can do a pinch just fine. And then into the wet ingredients, we have 2 eggs. Let's see here, a 1/3 cup of water, and a teaspoon of olive oil. You can also do vegetable oil if you want to. What I like to do is just make a little hole in there, or a little, I don't know what they're really called, but a hole, and then pour it in the middle. And then you're going to stir it around until it becomes dough-like. And then I'll get back to you guys when that happens. Now to mix this, all you need is just a wooden spoon, or your favorite spoon to mix things with, and then just kind of stir it around until it becomes kind of clumpy and lumpy, and then you can actually get in with your hands and knead it. And then we're going to take it out and put it onto the tabletop with some flour, and then roll it out, and then roll it up, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But I just wanted to kind of show you what it would start to kind of form and look like once we are actually mixing it. Alright, so this is what it'll look like once you actually get it out of your bowl and you're done stirring and kneading it in the bowl. Now it's still kind of sticky. It was all caked over my hands. I actually washed them off real quick, and then floured my surface, and then plop the dough actually onto the floured surface. Now you will take your trusty rolling pin, whatever one your favorite, or whatever one you actually have, roll it around a little bit into the actual flour, and then you'll start to roll this out, and then I'll let you know what to do after that. Alright, now once I rolled it out, I actually kind of put it into a snake-like form. Now it's not sticking together down here, but that's okay because you're going to just pinch and squeeze it until it actually sticks together, and then you'll kind of whip it about to get it into the form. I'll kind of show you. So you'll do this, kind of pinch it, and then we're just going to work with a little tiny bit right now. And then roll it, kind of, make sure your flour is out of the way. Roll it like you would like a snake until you get kind of the desired width that you would like of it. That's your dumplings, of course. Which I think, yeah, that's about good. Nice and fat dumplings. So this is the size of it. Kind of thicker. Sorry, light. You can see, and then we'll just cut it up, and we're going to do the rest with this dough, and then do the same, and I'll show you how to cut it and everything. Alright, now this is what it'll look like once you've rolled out your dough into little snaky forms. You can always just cut them into strips too. I just wanted to do mine into kind of like pillows, so they'll be light and fluffy, just like pillows, ha ha ha. Yeah. Alright, now what you're going to do is just take it and then kind of just slice them into little tiny pillowy shapes. And then you're just going to kind of continue to do that with all of your strips. And then we'll add it actually into the broth and everything like that. See? This one looks like a little pillow. Ah. Alright, before we add those little guys over there into our bath, we are going to chop up our chicken. Now, you can either shred it, or you can actually just chop it into little bite-sized pieces. Depending on what your husband likes, or what you like, is what you can do. We are going to actually chop ours up into little pieces. You can already see how exactly long it's been sitting and everything like that. It's already super like stringy, so it would have been super easy to shred it, but he kind of wants chunks, which is totally fine. It'll give us a little bit more, I don't know, like thickness maybe? I don't know. Make me feel like I'm eating more maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's what you're going to do. I'll show you that, and then we'll add it into our little bath with our little pillow dumpling. Alright, so you can obviously tell I had a hard time actually cutting it into chunks, considering how long it cooked, which I guess I didn't think that through all the way, but there's kind of some chunks in there, but mostly it's kind of shredded, which is fine. He'll be fine with it, I hope. No, just kidding. He loves me. He'll love it. And now we're going to add this into our little pot over here, which I'm going to sit it down and then show you what it added and everything like that, okay? So be very careful because it'll splash up, which, whatever, I guess. Little extras go to the dog, you know the business. And now we'll actually just put those dumplings into here as well, which you can't see the chicken, it's floating at the bottom, well, sinking at the bottom, but it'll get very good and juicy and everything like that. Alright, so we wanted our actual broth to be boiling for when we actually add the dumplings into. So that's what I went ahead and did. I turned up the heat a little bit on the oven, whatever it's called. And now we're going to add our dumplings. Now be very careful when you add this. I'm actually just going to put them onto the spoon because I don't want it to splash back and actually hurt me or burn me, because that would be bad. And they are a little sticky, so make sure you kind of separate them when you put them in, okay guys? So it's not like a big whatever I'm trying to say. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is I actually dumped some of the liquid out because it was kind of drowning our dumplings and our chicken. Now what you're going to do, just reduce the heat to about, I put it on 3, and then we're just going to cover it up and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'll probably cook mine a little bit longer, probably like 15, just to make sure the dough is actually cooked all the way through. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I am. It's getting close to the time that my husband's off work, which is fabulous. I'll probably make some biscuits to go ahead with it. Go ahead with it? What the heck does that mean? Go along with our dumplings and chicken and some mashed potatoes as well. Now usually I would do homemade mashed potatoes, but like I said before, it is time to go to the grocery store and I am out. So I'll probably just have my husband, since he works at a place that sells some groceries, I'll actually have him pick up some instant mashed potatoes if he has any. If not, I'll just run next door to my mother-in-law's house, and get some that way. So in the meantime, it's time to clean up all those dirty dishes that you've created. The countertop is a filthy mess. Cutting board, whatever. But it's time to clean up and set the table, get everything ready for when he comes home. Alright guys, so I will let you know when everything is done. See you. Alright, so our dumplings are done cooking. They look like this now, big huge pillows. And our chicken is in there. Obviously it turned, ooh, can't see really. It's foggy, sorry. Obviously the chicken turned to not chunks, but into little shreds, which is fine. We'll still be good. And then we have our mashed potatoes ready. We'll plate that, and then we'll let you guys know what everything looks like. Alright, so we are done with everything, and this is our finished product here. Mashed potatoes on the bottom, and then we have our chicken and dumplings. All fabulous. And the husband's around the corner getting something, and ready for dinner.
See?